Corolla, today on this beautiful night where the Hunterdon Central Red Devil girls will be taking on the Hillsbrough Raiders. Now this will be a very good soccer game. So Corolla, tell me a little bit about both of these teams.
Okay, so the Hunterdon Central Red Devils are 1-1 this season, and the Hillsbrough Raiders are 0-2. This is a non-conference game for them. In the top 20 teams this season by NJ.com, Hunterdon Central is ranked 7th, and Hillsbrough is not in it at all. Some of the players to watch tonight for Hunterdon Central are Luciana Zulu, Sarah Hazard, and Mackenzie Mullins.
Now, Hunterdon Central went through their fair share of ups and downs last season, but have the potential to be the most dangerous team in the state this year if everything falls in line. Now, Luciana Zulo, she committed to South Carolina, and it looks like it's going to be a fantastic year for her. Now, Corolla, do you think Hillsbrough can get the W today, or is Hunterdon Central going to get it?
I think Hunterdon Central is probably going to pull out the win tonight. Hillsbrough hasn't played well in their past 2 games, but you never know. They could pull out a win.
Well, back to Luciana Zulo. Last year she had 13 goals and 8 assists for the Red Devils. So this season we're hoping she's going to get way better and she's going to score even more goals. Now, as you can see, the ref is putting the ball in the middle. The teams are starting to disperse. Now the ref's just counting the players, making sure it's 11v11. Wants to make sure there's not extra players on either side. Now it seems like Hillsbrough is going to be playing with a 4-2-3-1 lineup today. Now Hunterdon Central keeping possession here. Luciana Zulo taking on 2 players already and just dribbling through. Takes a shot and bounces off the player. And it's already a goal in the first few seconds. Now, Corolla, what do you think of that outstanding goal right there?
Well, as you were saying, Luciana Zulu having a really, really good run there right at the start, taking on all 3 of those players and getting a good opportunity. And then that shot, that was a perfectly placed shot.
Now Hunterdon Central up 1-0 with less than a minute to start. It seems like Hillsbrough is just starting a nightmare. Now Hunterdon Central, they're just going to maintain possession, play it back. Number 29, Shea Safer, playing as left back for Hunterdon Central. And Sarah Collodi in goal. We expect a lot of great things from Sarah Collodi, as her father's Coach Collodi. And one of Coach Collodi's main things is he wants to build strong players for Hunterdon Central. And he doesn't want them to get beat off the ball easily or anything. So it seems like Hunterdon Central is well built. Number 29, she's going to play that back. Great through ball there by number 19, Caitlin Adams. Cross cut off. So, Corolla, do you think Hunterdon Central is going to maintain the lead, or Hillsbrough is going to make a comeback?
Well, the way that they're playing right now, I think the Red Devils can keep momentum, and I think they're going to be able to keep the lead. Fernando, what do you think that Hillsbrough needs to do to get back in this?
Well, right now, those were the first couple minutes. It was literally the first minute, so I don't think they should stress over it. But right now, what Hillsbrough has to do, they got to get their head back in the game. Right now, Hunterdon Central, they've had 3 corners in a row.
They're just all over them.
Now miscommunication there. Number 8 from Hillsbrough,
Oh,
Amelia Curtis. Looks she's going to take it all the way. Number 16, Elena Barron. She's going to get to that. Tries to cross it in.
that was a good opportunity for Hillsborough there to try and make something. Good move by number 8 to get by that defender and try and play it wide.
Now Sarah Collodi, she's going to put the ball back into play. She kicks it into the middle. Noelle Golden right there trying to head the ball. Now Hunterdon Central playing a nice passing game right there. As you can see, they were playing a 1-2 give and go right there before.
Seems like they're trying to do a lot of that this game.
Number 5, Sarah Hazard, she's going to play it up to Lucia Zulo. Now Hannah Merlo, she kicked that ball out of bounds. Nice pass there by Shea Safer. So what do you think of Hunterdon Central's passing so far?
It's been really, really well. And I think if they keep this up, it's definitely going to be a big edge that they have against Hillsborough.
Yes, and right now this passing looks intimidating to the other team.
It definitely does. Oh, good chip.
Now Hunterdon Central again recovering the ball. It seems like Hillsbrough has no possession at all so far this night.
It just seems like they can't get the ball out of their own half.
Yes, right now Hunterdon Central, they're playing the game in Hillsborough's half. Sarah Hazard, she's gonna run up to get that ball. And she plays it to Lucina Zulo, who's going to cross it in, and it gets cut off by Hillsbrough. Now Hillsbrough, they try to clear it right there, and then Hunterdon Central gains possession again.
They're just being so dominant on those takeaways, and if Hillsborough can't get it out of the zone, they're just not going to be able to get any offense this game.
Now number 8, Amelia Curtis again with the ball for Hillsborough. She's going to play it down wide to number 13. She's going to play it in. Number 11, Olivia, couldn't get to that. Now it seems like Hillsborough is starting to move the ball around a little bit more. Long pass to Luciana Zulo. She might cut in here, and she does. Crosses it in for number 14. She's going to take a shot, and it's just wide. Great shot by Mackenzie Mullins. Now Hunterdon Central, great job right now on offense. Luciana Zulo that's someone they have to look out after. She's either going to cut in or she's going to go forward and cross it in. Great play there by number 20, Corina Zulo. She was trying to do a self-pass there, but couldn't quite catch up to the ball. Now, Corolla, I know you're a goalkeeper. So, is there any trick when you're kicking the ball far out?
Usually you try to just keep your foot down. Try and aim for someone if there's no one open. Just kick it. Mainly, you try to just get power on it and keep your toe down and lock through.
Yes. Now Sarah Hazard, she did a header over there to number 17. Now Hillsborough's Sophia. Oh, Hillsbrough might have a chance here, but gets muscled off the ball. Now 31 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock, and Hunterdon Central is up 1-0 against the Hillsbrough Raiders. Luciana Azulo, great job right there. So as you can see right there, she's keeping the ball close to her feet, doing tricks here and there, cutting in, and this just gives her the room and space to make a nice simple pass.
She definitely knows how to put on the skills and turn up the heat for Hunterdon Central.
Now it seems like it's going to be a corner for Hunterdon Central. Yes, it is a corner, and Bree Pavel is going to put it back into play. Now here's a little bit about Mackenzie Mullins. She committed to, well, she was a major contributor last year, and she spent her first 3 years excelling on the back line, and now it looks like she's moving up to a forward position this year. So that's something interesting right there. Number 19, Caitlin Adams, passes it back to 29, Shea Safer. Now see, it's these small passes right here. They have good triangles right here, and they just play it around the Hillsborough players without a problem. Now right there, number 13, Delaney Smith, she kicks it out of bounds just to avoid more problems. She just didn't want to kick the ball upfield and just turn over possession. Number 3, Hannah Merlo, she's going to throw the ball back in. Number 20, great head flick right there. She was trying to make room.
Hunterdon Central's having a lot of good cross attempts. What do you think about them, Fernando?
Yes, but Hillsborough's doing a good job on cutting those off at least.
Look at the cross.
Now number 17, she's going to take a shot. Right there, she couldn't pass to Mackenzie Mullins. She was offside, so she just took the shot instead. Now Hillsborough just sending the balls out of bounds right away and turning it over to Hunterdon Central. So right now it seems like Hunterdon Central is trying to get through from the right side. Do you think Hunterdon Central should change that up, Corolla?
It seems like it's working for them a little bit, but if they want to get more aggressive, they could take it on from the other side.
Not sure if that was a cross, but it was very close to being a goal by Luciano Azzullo. Now the goalkeeper kicking it out again and almost hitting one of the camera guys on the sidelines. Gotta be careful out there. Hunterdon Central, Luciano Azzullo again pulling off the moves. Number 5, Sarah Hazard's gonna play it through.
Now, Luciano Azzullo, Fernando, how effective do you think she'll be this game?
Well, I think she'll be very effective. The fact that she scored 13 goals for the Red Devils last season as a junior. And this year, this is her year. She's the leader of the Wolf Pack. So I'm expecting her to score a couple goals this game. Or just provide assists. Now through ball here to number 16 from Hillsbrough. While Hunterdon Central's defense falling back quickly. Shea Safer right there. She wasn't going to go down easily. Ref's calling it back. There's 2 balls on the field. Now it seems like Hillsbrough, they're just clustering together. And that's why their offense isn't that effective. Oh, excuse me, never mind. Shot there by Hillsbrough. Just needs a little bit more power next time. Hunterdon Central, Luciano Azzullo just flicking it over, passing it down. That should be... Oh,
passing it
rough,
back and
ref calls offside, and the goal doesn't count.
Passing it back and forth with her sister, Karina Azzullo, who is just a freshman this year. What do you think about that, Fernando? Being a freshman and being on varsity?
I think that's very impressive. And the fact that she starts, too, is very impressive. Now, I think both of these sisters, they're going to have a lot of chemistry on the field, and this is just going to generate a ton of goals. Now, 25 minutes left on the clock. Hunterdon Central still up 1-0. We haven't seen much after that first goal scored in the first minute of the game. Hunterdon Central just looking to add onto their lead.
Well, I think Hunterdon Central is trying to add more to their lead, but they're also playing a little bit kind of laid back because they want to just keep their lead, keep it contained, stay up, and they're doing a really, really good job of it.
Beautiful pass to number 13, Brianna Floyd. Beautiful through ball right there. That's some vision right there.
But also, what a save by the Hillsborough's keeper. That was a really, really good save and good challenge to come out like that.
Yes. On a 1v1 situation, she was committed to that ball right there. Now, Luciano Azzullo again with the ball. As you can see there, the give and go. Goalkeeper saw that out. Hunterdon Central doing a great job on cutting off most of these balls. Small trip there by number 9, Elena Ryan.
It seems like all Hillsborough is trying to do right now is play the long ball and try and get it through, but it doesn't seem to be working for them because Hunterdon Central's defense is just so good.
Well, it seems like Amelia Curtis, she's the one that's sending those balls over, and she's just hoping that Hunterdon Central, they're going to fall asleep on defense. Now throwing here for Hillsbrough. The Raiders try to keep it inbound. Hunterdon Central's defense so far, it's a wall right now. They're not letting any balls get through. Sarah Collodi has only been tested once so far this game. Now Hunterdon Central gain possession again. It seems like Hillsborough is just having a hard time winning these aerial balls.
Definitely, they need to work on that, and they're just not winning them. Hunterdon Central's getting to them all the time, beating them in every situation.
Now Sarah Hazard passing back to Shay Safer, and she's going to play it to Noelle Golden. Now Hunterdon Central playing it upfield.
Another long ball attempt by Hillsborough.
And as you can see here, Hunterdon Central, they just take their time to find the correct pass. Luciana Zullo getting to that ball, letting it go to Brianna Floyd. She's going to take a shot, and the Hillsborough goalie, outstanding save right there.
Another big save for them. Another great challenge to come out like that again.
Good shot from Brianna Floyd, but an even better job by the goalkeeper. Now Hannah Merlo just waiting for the ref to blow the whistle again, put the game back into play. It's going to be a quick substitution here by Hunterdon Central. Hunterdon Central just inching up. Brianna Floyd, she's going to pass it in to Sarah Hazard, or excuse me, number 11, Kylie Rossler.
As you were saying before, Fernando, these passes from Hunterdon Central are just exquisite. Their passing is just so good. They just keep getting around all the Hillsborough players.
And right now, they're making Hillsborough run and chase after that ball. Hunterdon Central, they're just making simple, easy passes, maybe just stepping over and then passing. And these small, simple passes, they're just going to tire out Hillsborough because they're the ones chasing the ball. They're the ones working to try to get it back.
Just before, that was a really good effort by Luciana Zulu. Good move to try and get by and try and get that cross off. Got Hunterdon Central another corner this game.
Yes, now it seems like Hannah Merlo, she's going to take the corner for the Hunterdon Central Red Devils. Hunterdon Central, they're going to play it back to Luciana Zullo. She took a shot, and it was just wide. Doesn't seem like she got the grip she wanted on that one. Now this Hillsbrough goalkeeper, she's been doing an outstanding job so far, making 2 incredible saves. Now, Corolla, do you think Hillsbrough can score again, or score before the first half ends?
Yeah, I think so. If they can pressure on Hunterdon Central's defense, which there hasn't been much of, but if they can and get by, they'll have a good opportunity to score. The one thing that is affecting them right now is that Hunterdon Central's passing is just outstanding, and that they're just making them run.
That's also the Hillsbrough goalkeeper. She's been having a hard time just clearing the ball and getting it out. She does an outstanding job saving and stopping balls, but her kicks have been a little bit off today.
Yeah, as a keeper myself, it seems like she's having a bit of a tough time getting the ball up off of the turf. And it seems like if that keeps happening, there's going to be some problems for Hillsbrough. She is doing an outstanding job in goal, though. She just needs to get better at that kicking.
Now Brianna Floyd, she's just going to play it through to Karina Zulo, and the Hillsbrough goalkeeper, again, rushing out and just diving for that ball. She's not afraid at all to go after these balls.
As you were saying about Hillsborough's goalkeeper, she does not look afraid of any of Hunterdon Central's players.
Now number 10, Lucina Zulo, she was trying to catch the goalie asleep right there. She didn't get the placement she wanted. Now it seems like the defender is gonna put it back into play. Nice long kick for Hillsbrough right here. Now Hannah Merlo, she's gonna just clear it upfield. Elena Barron falling back to help her team on defense for Hillsbrough. Ooh. Hannah Merlo, not afraid right there. She's going in, using her body, trying to muscle her off the ball.
It seems like that Hillsbrough player was just a little bit too strong for her as she got knocked down.
Now Hannah Merlo, she's going to do a simple pass to Shea. Now, as you can hear in the background, the Hunterdon Central Red Devils marching band, they're practicing hard 3 hours a day for most of the week. Now 15 minutes left in this first half, with the score still 1-0. That first early goal, that might be the only goal we see. Now Hillsbrough doing a great job on defense, defending that corner.
It seems like, except for that little mishap at the beginning of the game, Hillsborough's defense has been locked down so far. It seems like their heads are in the game now.
Yes, I just think Hunterdon Central, they just hit them hard in the beginning. Hillsbrough was still trying to get into the game. Now Brianna Floyd trying to play it through and gets cut off by number 17, Ashlyn Hawes from the Hillsbrough Raiders. Hillsbrough trying to make a comeback with 13 minutes left on the clock. They just want to level it out before the first half ends.
Hillsborough blocking all the shots that Hunterdon Central's offense is having.
Now ref calls offside again here. Not really sure if that was off. Well, the ref's gonna have a hard time. He has no linesman helping him out, so you can't really judge his calls. That's the only one. Now Corina Zulo, nice cut in right there, and she's gonna do a self pass, but number 16 is gonna beat her in that race, it seems. Yes, Elena Barron, she's the team captain for Hillsbrough. So it seems like she's gonna have a tough time going up against the captain of another team. Corina Zulo, she's gonna play it back, and it gets intercepted by Hillsbrough. So far, it's been a nice, calm game. Not too many actions so far in these last couple minutes. Just small error in that touch. Number 5, Sarah Hazard, tries playing it up to number 14, Mackenzie Mullins. Now Kylie Rosser, she's gonna play it upfield real quick. And she tries keeping it inbounds, just couldn't get to it. Now this season, Gabby Provenzino, she committed to Rutgers, and she's still recovering from an ACL injury she suffered last season. Now injuring your ACL, that's nothing to play with, right, Corolla?
Yeah, it's definitely nothing to play with. I've torn my ACL before, and it is one of the worst pains in the world, and it takes a long time to recover from something like that. But hopefully she'll be back soon.
Now, as we said before, Hunterdon Central is 7th. So they're in the top 10 in the state. Shawnee is number 10. Number 9 in 9th place is Freehold Township. And right behind Hunterdon Central is Scotch Plains, Fanwood in 8th place. Now Corina Zulo and Lucina Zulo. Now they're quite a duo. They use pace, they use touch, everything they have, and they just break through defenders. And with their chemistry, they just keep creating chances. Now Mackenzie Mullins, she scored 2 goals against Hopewell Valley in the scrimmage earlier this season. And head coach Calhoun, he speaks extremely highly of the new forward. He said she's on top defenders, but clearly she's going to be one of our best attackers too. She has one of the highest work rates on the team. She's incredible, versatile, athletic, fit, and technical. She's got the whole package. Now, cross cut off again by the Hillsbrough defense. Now, Hunterdon Central, they have different types of attacking players right here. And right now, if they just switch them on and off, they can bring a different meal to Hillsbrough each time.
As you were saying, Fernando, if Hunterdon Central keeps changing up the way they're attacking, Hillsbrough isn't going to have anything to play off of, and they're just going to have no chance against Central.
All right, here number 8 taking on Hunterdon Central. She's going to try to play it through to number 16. It's going to be a throw-in for the Hillsbrough Raiders. Amelia Curtis, she's going to put the ball back into play again. And Delaney Smith, she's going to try to put the ball into the middle of the field, but it got cut off. High kick there. Ref didn't blow the whistle. Now that's a dangerous play right there, Carollo.
That's a really dangerous play. I'm surprised nothing was called for that. Seems a little bit like Hillsborough's getting more physical. You think so, Fernando?
Yes, me too. But it seems like Hunterdon Central's a little bit more laid back now. Just passing the ball around. It seems like they're just trying to conserve energy. At number 14, Mackenzie Mullins just quite couldn't get to that ball and bumped into the goalkeeper. Shea Seyfert bumping it away. Seems like she's going to play it to Karina Zulo right through. And Karina Zulo, she's going to run up. Maybe she can beat the defender this time. Oh, beautiful 360. She's going to take a shot, and it's in the back of the net. Making it 2-0 for Hunterdon Central. Now this is why she starts. She's only a freshman, but this is why she starts for Hunterdon Central. Right there, you saw her pace, you saw her skill, you saw her finishing. All the qualities of an attacker. That was an amazing play by Karina Zulo. Only a freshman. Imagine what she's going to be as a senior.
That was an amazing play by her.
Now, also great through ball by Shea Seyfert before. Right through. She saw Karina making that run. Now it seems like it's going to be a corner for Hillsbrough. Hillsbrough, they're going to want to score at least one goal here. Oh, sorry. Great cross from Hillsbrough and just tipped away, and it's going to be a throw-in for Hunterdon Central. Now number 6, Anna Davis, got subbed into the field. She's also a great player, only a junior. And Karina Zulo, she wasn't going to go after that. She knew it was going to go out. But what a goal before.
That was an amazing goal. You see stuff like that from professional athletes
Not even sometimes. Sometimes even the professionals, they slip over, lose their balance, or they get beat off the ball. But right there, she knew the perfect timing to spin around and get her right around the defender.
That was definitely a play by someone who looked like a seasoned player.
Now the question is, where is she going to commit to? Right now, she's a young talent. She still has 4 more years to go in high school.
Well, wherever it is, that they're going to be pretty lucky to have her on the team.
That's very lucky. Anna Davis trying to protect the ball. Passes it back to Noelle Golden. Now the Bridgewater goalkeeper, Olivia Bandona. Oh, Hillsbrough, excuse me. She couldn't even stop Corina Zulo's shot.
She was a little bit out of position, but that was still a perfectly placed shot.
Yes, she didn't kick it too high, not too low.
Even had a bit of curve on it.
Yes, it seemed like she kicked it with the outside of the foot.
There.
A kick like that.
It seemed like it.
Now the Hillsbrough goalkeeper playing it out again, number 16, Elena Barron. Maybe she can make something out of this. But Hunterdon Central's defense is just overwhelming for Hillsbrough. Trying to find Lauren Masich.
It just seems like Hillsbrough can't get any offense right now. Hunterdon Central is just shutting them down. There's nothing they can do.
Oh, and Karina Zula already starting to run up. Ref calling offside on that play. And Karina does not give up right there. She fought for that ball. Karina Zula doing a great job fighting for that ball, hustling. Great player, and she deserves to be on the varsity team as a freshman.
Definitely for plays like she had before. If she can do that now as a freshman, imagine what she can do as a junior or a senior.
Oh, number 5, Sarah Hazard, taking a shot or a pass right to the face. Now 2 minutes left in this first half. Hunterdon Central doing a good job. As I said before, this different mix of attacking players can vary the game for Hillsbrough. Right there before, you saw Karina Zulo using her skill in finishing to put it in. But then before, you also saw Brianna Floyd making runs. She was always open and perfect positions too. Now the ref blowing the whistle, and it's the end of the first half. The Hunterdon Central Red Devils are up 2-0 against the Hillsbrough Raiders. Now this matchup has been very, very outstanding. Hunterdon Central's performance, has been very outstanding, with Corina Zulo scoring that outstanding goal to make it 2-0. Now, I'm Fernando Rodriguez with Corolla Pascal from Hunterdon Central, your school, your station. We'll see you in the second half.
You ready to play?
I'm ready.
Henri! Yeah! Graham Zusi!
Nice.
Pick up a ball and play soccer. It's an easy way to stay healthy. Join Active Bodies, Active Minds today.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Stewart Field today, where the Hunterdon Central Red Devils are beating Hillsbrough 2-0. Now this second half we're looking forward for more of Corina Zullo. As before in the first half, she scored an outstanding goal. Now Corolla, what do you think so far from what you've seen this first half?
I think that Hunterdon Central is probably going to dominate this half as well. They did all last half. As you said, Corina Zullo, an outstanding goal. She could replicate that again or do something even better. It just shows how much she should be on the team and how good this team is.
Yes, again, only a freshman. Outstanding player. And she plays with her sister too, Lucina Zullo. So we get to see a lot of chemistry from these two, both outstanding players. Now Hunterdon Central up 2-0. And it doesn't seem like Hillsbrough is gonna win the game, but they still could tie the game.
Well, you never know what could happen. They could come back within the beginning moments of the second half and come up on top at the end of the game.
Yes.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen in the game of soccer. Now today, remember that tonight is youth night, so all the youth players are here today watching this game. Free pizza was being handed out for those of you that missed it. Now all the players are starting to jump up, get their last few warm-ups, last few stretches, finish tying their shoes, cleats. And the ref blows the whistle, and the second half begins.
Long ball to start off the half from Hillsbrough. That's exactly what they were doing in the first half.
Yes, long ball intended for Lauren Masich. Number 20, Corina Zullo. Again, beautiful plays, beautiful passes.
She's showing dominance over the Hillsbrough team, which is mostly seniors and juniors, and she's only a freshman.
Yes, she's a small player out there compared to everyone else, and she's not intimidated by them. She's not afraid to take them on. She's not afraid to take the goalie in a one-on-one situation.
That's probably from her sister.
Yes.
With her sister also being a very, very dynamic player and a key player for Hunterdon Central.
Well, there might be also like some rivalry between the siblings too. Maybe she's just trying to prove that she's better.
Well, even if she is trying to prove that she's better, she did prove her worth with the goal in the first half. She definitely proves that she should start on this team.
Hunterdon Central, they are just dominating in possession against Hillsbrough. These Raiders are having a hard time in retaining possession. Oh, it seems like there's a problem here, not sure, maybe an injury.
Looks like an injury, yeah. Didn't see what happened. Did you, Fernando?
Neither did I.
It was behind the play.
Maybe it was just one of those few plays where maybe she didn't warm up correctly and she just got into it and maybe pulled a muscle.
That tends to happen a lot with a lot of these players. Either they don't warm up right, or they just didn't stretch one area and they pull that muscle, or they tear something. Happens to everyone.
Yes, and Kristen Malbranch, she's the one that's walking off. She's a star player, too, for Hillsbrough. So let's see how they're going to do without her in the back line.
She was the core of their defense in the first half, blocking tons of shots.
She was someone that was not afraid to get in front of that ball. Even if the ball was hit super hard, she would jump right in front of it. Hunterdon Central, it seems like it might be a drop ball here. Not sure. It's going to be a throw-in. They're just going to resume play. Ref blows the whistle and the clock starts counting down again.
Fernando, what do you think Hillsbrough can do here to get back into this game?
I think Hillsbrough should try to focus more. They shouldn't just kick the ball upfield. They should try to retain possession. Because right now, from Hunterdon Central's pressure, they're just trying to get the ball away from their half as soon as possible. So they're just kicking it up. But by doing that, they're just losing possession as soon as they get it. Now Karina Zulo, she's going to play it back in. Nice long throw. Again, now pass to Mullins. Karina Zulo, despite her being small, she has quite a bit of physicality in her too. As you can see right there, she went up against the defender on the opposing team and tried to battle her off the ball.
She's a very versatile player, and she's probably going to be one of the core players for Hunterdon Central this season.
Yes, well, Hunterdon Central, we know they don't have to worry about an attacker for the next 4 years right now. A star striker, they have it.
Seems like Hunterdon Central has an answer for everything right now.
Yes, indeed. And also, there's a bunch of young talents on the JV team, freshman team. Hunterdon Central's girls soccer team, they've been consistent throughout the years. Now, number 17, she's going to take a shot, and it just goes above. Bree Pavel just stopping, turning around, trying to take a shot, but just above the goal.
Fernando, what do you think Hunterdon Central is going to do here? Are they going to be laid back a little bit, or are they going to be still pressuring and keep attacking?
I think Hunterdon Central, they're going to want to keep attacking. They want to practice different strategies right now. Right now, they're in the lead. They can try new things. They have an insurance goal. Pass back to number 18, Samantha Senator. But I guess there was a miscommunication right there, and she didn't quite get to the ball.
Another miscommunication there by Hunterdon Central.
Yes, right there, Noelle Golden. She thought number 5 was going to get to it. So miscommunication between Sarah Hazard and Noelle Golden.
Speaking of communication, Hunterdon Central has been really, really good at that today and throughout the whole game and throughout their season so far.
Yes, as you can see, these passes right here, these require lots of communication. It seems like Hillsbrough is starting to retain possession a little bit more. They're starting to fight a little bit more. But Hunterdon Central, they're fighting. They're fighting. They want another goal very badly.
They want that insurance goal.
Now Sarah Collodi, she's just gonna come out. She's gonna take her time on that. Now number 20, she's gonna chip it up, and it gets cut off. Now Sarah Hazard, she's gonna head it right to her partner. The Red Devil Marching Band, they're sounding good back there. Nice and loud. Hunterdon Central having a hard time keeping the ball there. So Corolla, what do you think so far? It seems like the game's kind of been laid back this second half for both sides.
Yeah, it seems like both teams are laying back a little bit. Although I think Hillsbrough is just getting tired because Hunterdon Central is just outplaying them and outpacing them.
And now Karina Zulo, she's going to use her pace right here. She's going to cross it in. Great play right there. She knows when to take those heavy touches and when to keep the ball close to her feet. Nice long throw into Sarah Hazard. Foul right here. Ref blows the whistle, and it should be a penalty. And it's a penalty for the Hunterdon Central Red Devils. Now it looks like Mackenzie Mullins is going to take it for the Red Devils. Now the Hillsborough keeper, she's had a great game so far. She's had lots of saves. Mackenzie Mullins, she's going to play it, and she puts it in the bottom right corner. That was easy. She didn't go for power. She went for placement. She put it right where it was hard for the goalie. The goalie guessed it, but couldn't quite get to it. Well taken penalty by Mackenzie Mullins.
Extremely well taken penalty. As a goalie, you can't really cover those areas in that situation. It's really hard to get to, and she just placed that perfectly into the bottom right corner.
And right there, as you can see, she didn't put a lot of power into that ball. She just placed it right into the bottom corner.
She went for the precision goal instead of trying to just power it and just get as much power as she could.
Now penalties is something that some players have a hard time with. Even though it should be an easy goal, most players start to overthink where they're going to place the ball, how they're going to hit it, if the goalie's going to get to them. And if there's someone that messes up on penalties a lot, they start thinking about past experiences when they don't make it.
Definitely. It's a big impact on games sometimes. Like if you miss a penalty, you could lose the game for your team. Like, if it goes to sudden death penalties and you miss on the final one, your team will lose. It's a very tough skill.
Now Karina Zula, she's going to get that, and she was letting it go through. The Hillsbrough goalkeeper read it and cut it out. Karina Zula, she's very unpredictable here for Hillsbrough.
She's been a star player this game.
Now Lucina Zula, she's going to take a shot. Not sure what happened there. Maybe it just bounced off her ankle. She didn't get the strike she wanted.
It seemed like it was bouncing on her on the through ball in, and she didn't get good contact on it. So it may have just bounced off her ankle, like you said.
Now Karina Zulo, she's been playing this whole game so far, hasn't gotten subbed off. She's having a great game tonight. Now Hillsbrough, they only have one up top, so they don't really have many passing options up there.
The only thing they can really do is try and play that through ball and hope it works, but the Red Devils' defense is just too strong for them right now, and they're not letting anything by.
Pass to Samantha Senator. Gonna play it up field. Hunterdon Central putting up a fight. Karina Zulo, she's gonna sprint down. Maybe she could have gotten to that, but she just didn't want to tire herself out.
It was a little bit of a hard through ball.
Yes, and even if she would have gotten to it, there wouldn't have been anyone in the box to cross it into.
Looks like the defender for Hillsborough is going to take the goal kick.
Yes. She's been taking these goal kicks. Goalkeeper's been having a hard time with those, so she's just going to take them.
That's the one bad thing about turf. It seems like a lot of keepers struggle to get the ball off of the ground and get a good solid contact on it.
Yes, now Hillsborough have a chance right here to finish, and they score, making it 2-1.
As we were saying before, those long balls.
3-1, excuse me. So, Crowell, sorry I cut you off there. What were you saying?
Those long balls, they just keep trying to send them. That one, good for them that it worked, but they just keep sending those down, trying to get them, and that one eventually ended up working. That was a very, very good shot, though.
Yes, also the player had lots of space right there. They caught Hunterdon Central's back line off guard. Not sure if this is going to happen twice for them to tie it, but it's nice for them to at least score one goal. And number 24, Christine Malbranch, seems like she came back on from that injury, and she's playing again on the back line for Hillsborough. Noel Golden just simply playing it back. Now Brianna Floyd running up the field. She's right in the middle, just waiting for a pass. She's trying to stay on the offside line, just waiting for a through ball. Now Samantha Senator, she's been hustling on that back line for Hunterdon Central, making sure no ball gets through.
It seems like Hillsbrough has a little bit more pep in their step after that goal went in. What do you think, Fernando?
Yes, it seems like they gained a little bit more confidence, even though they might know they might not win, but they still have a hope of tying at least in this game. And just scoring a goal in general, that just makes you feel better. Because if they would have lost 3-0, they would have gone home and thought, guys, we didn't even score a goal. But here with this one goal, they gained confidence.
Great
Karina
control.
Zulo, great control, and giving it to Brianna Floyd, but Brianna Floyd having a hard time there with the Hillsborough defense.
That was really strong defense. Three of their defenders went in.
Now Karina Zulo switching sides, but the ball gets turned over to Hillsborough. The Hunterdon Central defense doing a great job. Now it seems like Sarah Collodi, she's just having a boring game over there. With only blocking, it seems, one shot so far this game. She hasn't been tested. Now Karina Zulo begging for that through ball from Brianna Floyd. Ref calls it offside. I'm not really sure about that. It seems like she was right on the line.
Well, in that situation, it could have gone either way. Either she was one step off or just barely by inches.
Yes, and sometimes it's hard. She thought Brianna Floyd was going to give it to her before, but she took her time just waiting for her to get that extra bit of space. Now with 24 minutes left on the clock, the game is 3-1. Hunterdon Central Red Devils up by 2. The only 2 goals seen in this second half.
Fernando, do you think there's going to be more goals this game?
I think so. Now that there's an extra fresh pair of legs, Karina Zulo got subbed off for her sister, Lucina Zulo. So it seems like that's all we're going to see today from Karina. She's played most of the game. Maybe she'll get subbed in the last couple minutes of the game. Now Brianna Floyd passing it back to number 5, who plays it up. Number 18, Samantha Senator. Tries to cut in for more space, but ends up turning the ball over. Now number 18 passes it to number 2. Samantha Senator just playing it upfield, and then number 19, Caitlin Adams. She's going to take her time here and pass to Lucina Zulo.
Trying to
Now,
take on 2 players.
Lucina Zulo, she is successful taking on both players. She's going to play it through. Hunterdon Central's offense fighting for that ball. Now I think that Lucina Zulo, she's bringing a different type of game right now. She's more of a skillful player. Her sister is, but her sister tries to use her pace more to beat players.
It seems like this game, Lucina is playing more of a supportive type of player instead of more of an attacking one.
That's now foul here, called by the ref. Hunterdon Central just gonna play it quickly. Now number 16 from Hillsbrough, she's gonna run up and get to that ball. Elena Barron looking for someone to pass to, but Hillsbrough, again, I don't think they picked a great formation at the beginning. Having only one player up top and 3 supporting, it doesn't seem like they have many options to pass to once they get that counterattack. But then again, Hillsbrough need a lot of players behind that ball because they know Hunterdon Central's offense is very lethal, especially with Luciana Zulo and Karina Zulo. There's no way of stopping them. Now Noelle Golding, the center back, playing it up to Luciana Zulo. And again, using her skill to beat players. Well, seems like she might take it all the way here. Great job beating players. Now Sarah Hazard, she's gonna cross the ball in, and it's cleared out by the Hillsbrough defense for a Hunterdon Central corner.
That run by Lucina Zulo, that was a pretty good run, using a lot of skill moves there, getting by those players. It looks like she just lost her footing a little bit there. Maybe if she didn't lose that footing, she might have been able to put in a goal.
Now can Hunterdon Central take advantage of this corner kick? Seems like Hunterdon Central could take advantage of this right here. Luciana Zulo fighting hard for that ball, but the Hillsbrough defender, Kristen Malbranch, outstanding defender. Brianna Floyd by herself against the goalkeeper. Maybe it's not her day. 3 opportunities, 1v1 against the goalie so far this game.
It just doesn't seem like anything is going her way. The one thing that the keeper did do very, very good, though, is come out and challenge that. That might have been the reason why she missed.
Yes, now the Hillsbrough goalkeeper, Olivia Bandona, she commits to that ball when she goes out. She doesn't even think about going back. She goes straight for the ball. And as an attacker, that could be a little bit nerve-wracking, seeing a goalkeeper just rushing out for you. Now number 16 seemed like she was gonna go take a shot back there. Foul right here. Hillsborough players already getting frustrated. Samantha Senator playing it up to Luciana Zulo. And
Good
this
move.
is something we see a lot. That little cut in from her and to spin around.
That's one of her signature moves.
Yes, and that's something almost every attacker has. Every attacker has that one move that they practice day in and day out just to get down. And it seems like the Zulos, they have that little spin running in the family. Now Sarah Hazard plays it up to Brianna Floyd. Brianna Floyd plays it to the wing, and ref blows offside. Now right there, I agree with that call. She was already about 5 yards offside right there. No doubt about it. Now refs stopping the play right here. Hillsbrough defender. She's going to put the ball back into play.
A lot of balls went out of the air for Hunterdon Central today. What do you think about that, Fernando? Do you think they could do more?
Yes, Hunterdon Central could do a little bit more. They have a lot of room for improvement. They're great right now, but if they smoothen out all these rough edges they have, they can be unstoppable this season. Now Noelle Golden, she's getting subbed off for the Red Devils. She's played a great game so far. Lucina Zulo rolls the ball over, breaking ankles. Passes to Brianna Floyd. She's going to take a shot from range, and it's a goal! 4-1. Beautiful assist, too, by Lucina Zulo. As Carollo said before, she's going to play as that supporting attacker right there. Brianna Floyd making up for those one-on-one situations where she messed up.
That was a beautiful goal. Perfectly placed shot. Keeper couldn't do nothing on that.
Now Hunterdon Central having a great game right now. Outstanding goals. Hunterdon Central up 4-1 against the Hillsbrough Raiders with 15 minutes left on the clock.
It seems like things are just going from bad to worse for Hillsbrough right now.
As I said before, this could have been a nightmare. Well, it is a nightmare for Hillsbrough. With that first goal in the first minute, now Sarah Hazard with possession of the ball. She's going to play it up. Long pass intended for Lucina Zulo, and the goalkeeper comes out to clear it.
Another great challenge by the Hillsbrough goalkeeper.
Yes, she is not afraid. Fear is not one of her concerns at all. Hillsbrough, they're going to throw it in. Seems like they don't want to go down without a fight right here. They don't want to score as many goals as possible in this game. So Sarah Collodi, great goalie for Hunterdon Central, only a junior. She's also on the varsity basketball team, if I'm correct. So she's a player, well-rounded. You can tell that she has a lot of hand-eye coordination. She's a goalie and an outstanding player for the Hunterdon Central girls basketball team. Now Lucina Zulo, she was going to try to make a spin right there. Mackenzie Mullins is going to cross it in right here, and it goes just long for Brianna Floyd. Shot taken, and the Hillsbrough goalkeeper doing a great job in stopping that. Seems like there is an injury here. Maybe there was contact when the Hunterdon Central player took the shot right there. Good thing is she's walking. Now don't forget to check out the Hunterdon Central television YouTube channel where this game will be uploaded there shortly. All you have to do is type in HCTV into the YouTube search bar, and it should pop up with a channel logo. Please subscribe to be entertained with all this great content. Now Mackenzie Mullins dribbling up with the ball. She's going to play it infield. Now 12 minutes left on the clock to score 4-1 still.
It seems like Hunterdon Central right now is just trying to play a laid-back game, keep it contained, and try and keep Hillsbrough from scoring again.
Yes, and we haven't seen much from Sarah Collodi, but she's been maintaining great positioning right now as a goalie, and that's very important. Threw a ball to Brianna Floyd.
Bit of a handball there. Ref didn't see it.
Lucina Zulo. Great footwork there. Pass to Brianna Floyd. She was a little bit too hard on that pass. Hunterdon Central, Sarah Hazard. Couldn't quite get to that. Number 28 cutting off that ball. Sarah Collodi, she's going to punt the ball back into play.
Now, her skills haven't really been tested tonight, have they, Fernando?
No, she's just blocked one shot. They scored on her, but that's something she shouldn't worry about. She's only a junior too. Also, they're the first couple games of the season, so once the season goes on, players start to develop more. They start to show more of what they're capable of.
As I was going to say before about how Sarah Collodi's a junior, there's a lot of juniors on this varsity team for Hunterdon Central. It just proves how good these players are and how well they can play.
As for the juniors on the varsity team, Sarah Collodi, Anna Davis, Dana Flood, Brianna Floyd, Samantha Senator, Caitlin Adams, Noelle Golden, and Shay Seifert. Now these are all outstanding juniors. All of them get a great amount of playing time. Luciana Zulo just again pulling off moves left and right. Now she's going to get to that. She's going to cut in, leave it for Brianna Floyd. She's going to take a shot. She went for that placement, but the Hillsbrough defender read that well.
Looks like she didn't get enough on that.
Yes, again, her back was towards the goal. So right there, that was a great effort to turn around and take that shot instantly. She knew where the goal was. Hillsbrough having a hard time with those aerial balls as Hunterdon Central's defense. They just cut them all off.
As you were saying, Hunterdon Central's been so dominant this game in the air, getting those balls down and controlling them. Just seems like Hillsbrough can't find the touch to get them down.
Now it seems like Lucina Zulo, she's going to get subbed off for number 8, Brooke Parker. Now they want to rest their players. Hunterdon Central, they have a busy schedule this season, and they're going to need to rest their players. And rest is the best thing for a player to develop. Number 24, Kristen Mailbranch. She's going to take the free kick for Hillsbrough. Looks like she was trying for a shot on goal.
Kicked well wide there.
Just wide. She did get it in the field hockey goal off the field, but not the correct goal we're looking for. Now our Hunterdon Central girls field hockey team, they played previously right before the Hunterdon Central Red Devils, and the Hunterdon Central Red Devils field hockey team lost 3-2. They put up a great fight against the Ridge Red Devils, but couldn't quite win that game in the end. Mackenzie Mullen, she's going to play up to number 8. Brooke Parker couldn't make anything out of the ball right there. Now it seems like the game has gotten very slow paced. Both teams are already tired.
It seems like Hunterdon Central is still the more attacking team, with still keeping the pressure on and just keep grinding away at the Hillsbrough defense.
Yes, now Hunterdon Central, it seems like they enjoy playing that attack. They enjoy having possession, and it's something they feed off of. They like having the three attackers up top too, to create as many chances as possible.
What are they playing? 3-4-3. 3-4-3.
So it seems like Hunterdon Central, they're playing a 4-3-3, but it seems like their outbacks like to move up and support, kind of like the strategy FC Barcelona plays. It seems like everything they do is somewhat like a world-class team like Barcelona. They're playing the passes quick, playing it around with the 3 wingers up top, or 2 wingers, and then that one main striker to support 2. Now Hillsbrough, they have more of a defensive side too, as they play the 4-2-3-1, if I'm correct.
Good defense here by Hunterdon Central, keeping everything in front of them.
Great throw-in right there, nice long throw-in. Brianna Floyd playing it back to Caitlin Adams. Now Caitlin Adams, she's played most of this game so far. You don't see much of her, but she's making those critical passes in the middle, which could determine the future of the play. Ref blows the whistle. 3 minutes left on the clock. Players are already ready to go home. They're tired. Also, it's a school night They have plenty of homework to do. Now, players on the varsity team, they have a lot of work. Most of these, they work. They're in a lot of honors classes, and they have to go to practices and games on school nights. So, from both teams, they're both hard workers. Now, maybe we can see just one more goal in this game. Players calling handball on Mackenzie Mullins. Hunterdon Central, it seems like they're just testing out a bunch of new players right now, seeing what they can do. They have the win in the bag, so why not?
Seems like they're trying new plays. With only 2 minutes left, and them being up 4-1, they don't really have to worry about anything here.
No, it seems like there's a minute and 30 seconds left on the clock. Sarah Hazard trying to play it up, but Karina Zulo couldn't quite get to that. Now, what do you expect from Karina Zulo so far this season? So far, we've just talked about her future and the years coming, but what about this season?
It seems like this season she's going to be a mainstay on the varsity team and probably a starter for most games. And with that goal in the first half, she is very, very impressive and very, very skilled, and she'll probably be one of the top scorers and top playmakers, if not the top scorer this season for the Red Devils.
Now, Ruff blows the whistle with the final score of 4-1, Hunterdon Central beating the opposing team of the Hillsbrough Raiders by 3 goals.
Fernando, who would you say was your man of the match? Well, woman of the match.
Woman of the match. Oh, I don't know. Karina Zulo had an outstanding goal, but then again there was her sister Luciana Zulo. She was just consistent throughout the game, providing assists, as you can see before. Remember that goal where she supplied to Brianna Floyd? That was a beautiful run right there by her. So, I don't know, but I still think Karina Zulo scored an outstanding goal, so I'm going to have to give it to her.
I would do the same. That goal that she had was just outstanding. She worked hard throughout the whole game, and she just seems like an extremely dynamic player and well-balanced player for this team.
Yes, she was providing those small flicks to get the ball through, supporting her team, hustling for that ball. Great player overall. So, I'm Fernando Rodriguez with Corolla Pascal from Hunterdon Central TV. Your school, your station.